After failing to win the World Series for 16 straight years, Yankees fans are really starting to question whether it's time for big changes. Brian Cashman's been the GM since 1998, and Aaron Boone's been the manager since 2018, so you can imagine how fans are feeling. Ken Rosenthal recently said both guys actually deserve credit for this season, and that, while the Yankees clearly need to make changes, those two shouldn't be the ones to go. But when fans were polled, 41% said, fire both, 21% said, fire Boone, and 12% said, fire Cashman. Roughly 3 out of 4 fans want at least one of them gone, while only 26% want to keep things as they are. Still, knowing how Hal Steinbrenner operates, it feels like he'll probably stick with both of them. That said, whether or not they stay, this team's headed for a shakeup. Up to 10 players are set to hit free agency. The big names: Bellinger, Glaber, Torres, Goldschmidt, Weaver, and Williams. And of course, all eyes are on Bellinger, who's officially opted out and is heading into free agency. Remember, Bellinger was cut by the Dodgers, then landed with the Cubs, where he turned things around. He even earned Comeback Player of the Year and signed a 3-year, $80 million deal. But the deal wasn't quite what he hoped for. The market just wasn't that hot for him. He had an opt-out clause every year, but after a disappointing 2023, he stayed put until the Yankees traded for him. This season, though, he's been great again, his best year since his MVP season. He hit 29 homers, drove in 98 runs, and was a huge part of their offense. No surprise he decided to opt out. ESPN confirmed he's turning down his $25 million player option for next year and heading back to the open market. Even though he won Comeback Player, some critics weren't convinced. In 2023, his hard hit rate was in the bottom 10% of the league. Not ideal. Sure, his overall numbers were strong, but when you looked at the quality of contact, he was just average. This year, though, his hard hit rate jumped, and most people agree he's really refined his swing. Pitcher Max Fried even said, "It's like there are two Bellingers, one who can pull the ball deep, and one who can just flick it the other way." Bellinger doesn't crouch much in his stance, but he still creates crazy whip through rotation and timing. He said before, "You can hit a ball 110 miles per hour, but if your launch angle's 50 degrees or -1, it doesn't matter. It's all about finding the right angle. Sometimes a B or C level swing works better than in a level 1. He's right. To his sweet spot, contact rate ranks in the top 25% of the league. For comparison, Lee Young-hoo sits around the 55th percentile. Honestly, could learn a lot from Bellinger's approach. Belly also said he starts his swing later than most hitters because starting early makes him lose his rhythm. After years of tweaking, he's found his timing and it shows. His strikeout rate dropped to a career-low 13.7%, down about 7 points from before. At Yankee Stadium, he hit 18 homers with a .909 OPS, plus another 11 homers with an .871 OPS on the road. He crushed lefties with the 1.016 OPS and hit .977 with runners in scoring position. So, yeah, the guy can hit. And he's not just a bat. He played all 3 outfield spots and first base, putting up a 5.7 WAR. His defense in center wasn't elite, but if he stays there full time, it'll probably improve. His teammates love him too, mostly because he's such a team-first guy. Judge said, "He doesn't get nearly enough credit for what he does for this team." Boone added, "He works hard, stays humble, and even jokes around to keep the mood light. He's got that blue-collar mindset." But and this is a big one, he still hasn't been great in the postseason. This year, he hit just .220 with 1 homer and a .651 OPS over 7 games. The numbers don't lie. His career postseason OPS is .660 compared to .817 in the regular season. For reference, Kike Hernandez actually has better playoff numbers, .869 OPS in the postseason versus .707 in the regular season. Even so, Bellinger fits the Yankees' needs almost perfectly. They've got Spencer Jones tearing it up in AA, .984 OPS, and AAA, .897 OPS, but nobody knows if he's ready for full-time center field yet. If the Yankees keep Bellinger, he can stay in center, while Wells catches and Rizzo handles first. That would let them mix and match with Judge, Jones, and Dominguez. That flexibility could give them one of the most balanced lineups in baseball. The issue, of course, is money. He's expected to get somewhere between $120 and $150 million over 5 or 6 years. That's a serious commitment for someone about to turn 30. He's a great player, no doubt, but we've seen again this October that he might not be the kind of guy who can carry the load when Judge struggles. The Yankees don't necessarily need another superstar like Soto, but they do need someone who can consistently back Judge up in clutch moments. Whether that's Bellinger or someone else, that's going to be one of the biggest storylines of the offseason.